Dear Toastmasters, usually I get teasing from all my fellow Toastmasters, but I enjoy it. And with my friend Vinavas, she won't tease me. No.
Generally, my appreciation is seeing you there.
He is not here today.
He's my best buddy. He's always teased me with the help of women. But I enjoy it. Thank you. Today my role is as a timer. I will look into each and everyone's role players and the time taken by all the role players as well as how the meeting is moving on. And I will ensure that you should stop by the time and I will show the cards as per the agenda. For the prepared speeches, time allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. This 5 minutes I will show this, and 6 minutes amber, and 7th minute red card. Only grace time is only 30 seconds. Please be on time, prepared speakers. And for the education session, allotted time is 40 minutes. That is the special. We have to be very careful, like education master, because usually these people will take more time. So I got allowed. For the favorite topics, time allotted is 2 minutes 30 seconds, and 2 minutes I will show this and wave it, and please try to stop it at a time. And for the evaluation, and 3 minutes, and the 3rd minute I will show this also. Please see this when I show you. Thank you. Over to you.
Please clap. Clap to clap. Next up, we have our R counter coming in. So this is a person who looks into the CRPF, crutch words, filler words, pauses, and repetitions. She is a relatively new member, a microbiologist by profession. She is a CEO and founder of PVT Merit Biolabs. Although she hails from a family of construction background, she has charted her own path with passion and determination. She is a person with the warmest smiles and a knack for interesting bindi patterns. So let me welcome our Toastmaster Achama Downs.
Thank you, Abhilasha, for that introduction. Good evening, everybody. So my duty actually told counting the filler words, counter, all those things, which I will be judging you people and will explain to you at the end of the meeting. So the R counter that has been started, and the thing that I like most, because it helps us to improvise our speech a lot. It has been introduced by Toastmaster by 1970s, and later on they officialized it. Now it's like police observing the speakers to improve their verbal habits. So by 1990 they officialized it and enrolled it like an R counter person in Toastmaster. Now you might be noticing that even I also used so many R counters. So like that, I think I used 3. In the same way, I'll be counting yours also.
So that was a new information. I have never heard about that. Thank you. Next up, we have our grammarian. So this is a person who speaks with clarity. Her language is immaculate. Thumbs. Thing about affirmations which I have to tell in the present tense and avoid using you have to believe that you are that. Like I'm the best speaker or something like that. You have to believe. You will not say. You should not use the word try. You should believe that you are that thing, and you should say yes. Obviously, you have to tell.
I'm a great dad.
Oh, I think you are right. Now you're better at managing your time. Anybody else?
Gain patience partially.
No, you have. Don't use the word partially and all. You.
It's a big win.
Okay. Then done with affirmations.
I'll share the last one.
Yes.
I'm more conscious of my thoughts, words, and actions.
Okay. Now moving on to the next. It is visualization. Again, you will have to close your eyes for this. Safi sir, please don't sleep. I hope you will not sleep.
He can't sleep, he has education.
Yeah, but I think he's going to fall asleep.
But after the session,
So visualization. Visualization is something that is like, division director, please pay attention. Okay, so visualization is imagining a successful outcome. Okay, so we can just trick our brain. If we want something, like if I want to go to, say, Europe, I can imagine all those fancy clothes, getting onto the flight and flying and visiting it. So you have to imagine that in very detail, every detail, like the kind of clothes that you're going to wear. Ma'am, after me speaking, you can close your eyes. If I told you to close your eyes, I'm sorry. Sorry, ma'am. So yeah, so we have to imagine in a very, we have to imagine in every possible. Like you have to incorporate all your senses, your eyes, your nose, your skin. Skin, I don't know how we'll incorporate. Maybe like something, I don't know. If you, yeah, feel, yeah. So all that we have to do. So let's imagine. All of us are Toastmasters, right? So we can imagine giving a great speech. Okay? Close your eyes, don't sleep. Take a deep breath in. Slowly exhale. Feel your body relax and your mind start to focus. Picture yourself in the Toastmasters meeting room. Imagine the room filled with familiar faces, all eagerly waiting for your speech. Feel their warmth and support as you walk confidently to the front of the room. Sense the calmness in your body as you take your position. Breathe deeply and let a wave of confidence wash over you. Visualize yourself speaking clearly and powerfully, with each point coming across effortlessly. See the audience nodding, smiling, and fully engaged with your message. Feel the positive energy and connection growing stronger with each word you speak. Imagine finishing your speech with a strong conclusion. The room fills with applause and admiration. You feel a deep sense of accomplishment and pride. Take another deep breath in. Slowly open your eyes. So this is how you visualize. So every day, you can open your eyes. Abrar, I know you are going to speak, but you can open your eyes. So this thing really helps. It is helping me. I am achieving my goals with visualization, things that I never thought was possible. I had no imagination that that is going to happen even in my dreams. But I am accomplishing those things, like standing here and speaking in front of you.
To learn or review the basics methods of writing a speech with defined purpose and to present my speech on title beauty and brains. Beauty and brains. So I wish all the very best to my speaker, Toastmaster Vidya, and our Toastmaster.
Thank you for that explanation. Our next speaker is a PhD scholar, and she has a postdoctoral project, details of which I'm not mentioning because it just goes way over my head. I have no idea what that is about. We have heard about impromptu table topic speaker, but this particular person, she got ready with the speech on a very short notice. Like yesterday night, I asked the question, a speaker has dropped out, is there somebody to take up the speech slot? She said, I am ready. And
ask you ask cosmetic procedure like a plastic surgery or the very much trending of the time, the look like trends that the people follow, where they tend to put the best appearance across the outside world. So it is, let us say, as you gauge through the concepts of beauty, when you judge somebody, we should remember beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And it is up to us how intelligently we use the concept of beauty to understand ourselves and to recognize ourselves, our personal qualities, how to develop our qualities to the extent that we don't limit ourselves to the beauty of external appearance, but we extend our beauty to internal qualities and developing the qualities like the said kindness, the said wisdom and sympathy or empathy, which enhances the individual's ability to interact socially in a better and pleasing way. So this is a must quality where everybody should inculcate among themselves so that they ultimately become a very successful individual in the acceptable times of the day. Thank you.
so it's always over to you. You have to hand over to me. Anybody who comes here has to hand over to me. Next up, we have speech number 2. It is going to be evaluated by a passionpreneur, an entrepreneur, and an artist. She loves watching videos of elephants and lions of Masai Mara. She loves reading, she loves traveling, and she's a person who does many things. She can do multiple things with skill and grace. Let me welcome Toastmaster Jasira Ashraf.
My speaker today, Mohanadra, Toastmaster Mohanadra, has attempted his level 2 project-based speech. How Toastmasters Education's mentor is presenting a 5 to 7 minute speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Abhilasha.
So the next speaker is a person who is here to grow. He is here to grow, that is for sure. He does everything with passion and commitment. You give him any task, any challenging task, he does it with passion. And he is here to raise the bar of ATK. Let me invite Toastmaster Abrar. Speech title? Speech title? Scope of the mentoring. Scope of the mentoring, Toastmaster Abrar.
Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
How many of you have used a map? Fantastic. What does a map do?
Directions.
Directions,
Guidance.
guidance, navigation. Fantastic. A map helps us to travel from a point A to a point B through physical space. It helps us to navigate through all the obstacles in the physical space. It could be a traffic, a roundabout, or a confusing junction. Anywhere or anything, we always have our maps. Just like that, when you transfer this physical space into personal space, you get the mentors. In other words, putting it simply, mentors are the maps of the people. Around a year ago, when I joined Advanced Toastmasters of Kerala, I was assigned Dilip Choyapalli as my mentor. For me, mentor is just not a word. Each letter has its own significance. For me, when it comes to mentoring, M stands for a motivator. E stands for encourager. N stands for navigator. T stands for transformer. O stands for organizer, and R stands for role model. When I was writing this speech, I remembered all the time we have spent together. When I first gave my icebreaker speech around 6 or 7 months ago, I called up Dilip Choyapalli and told that this is my first speech and I need you to be there with me. He motivates me and told me that this is going to be easy and this is going to be a walk on a cake. And with that confidence, with that motivation, I took up the speech of icebreaker and I just passed it out. This just checks the box for motivator. For the next box, and that is encourager. E for encourager. When I got the opportunity to be the VP PR of Advanced Toastmasters of Kerala, I was actually very reluctant. I don't have the confidence in me. So I called up again Dilip Choyapalli and he told me that if you cannot do it, then who else can do it? And I was really encouraged on these thoughts. And I said, of course, what can go wrong, right? So here we are. For the next section, and that is N for navigator. After my first speech, I wanted to navigate to the website. And believe me, I was very scared when Toastmaster threw its junk towards me. So many words, pathway levels, and so many things are there. And I have no clue. I'm just a newbie coming to Toastmasters. I still remember the day when Dilip Choyapalli sat me down in Google Meet and told me A to Z, navigating through every pathway through the website of Toastmasters. The next one, T for transforming. Well, the common members of the well-versed members of ATK might have known that how much R's and E's I used to say in my first icebreaker speech. And when it comes to now, I believe, and Toastmaster Achama can confirm, I believe that I have reduced the number of R's in my speech. Next comes to the letter O, organizing. On my first speech icebreaker, I was all over the place. I have this huge amount of content that I want to throw it in front of you. But Dilip Choyapalli helped me to organize the speech and told me that where to concentrate and where to not. And the last point is R. R stands for role model. And I don't have to explain it to all. This is our champion speaker we are talking about. This is as a protege and as well as for all members of ATK, he is always a role model. This confirms that all the check boxes of being the ideal mentor is being ticked by my dearest mentor. When someone asks me that what is your biggest success in joining Toastmasters, I would never say that it's my ability to speak. I would never say it's my ability to lead. I would say that when my protege comes to his level 2, part 3, and deliver his speech on mental, maybe I could reach at least of what I'm receiving right now. Thank you.
That is one terrific speech. A very happy mentee and the most happiest mentor ever.
Written in direction of DC.
Sorry, Toastmaster Vidya, I couldn't comment. I forgot to comment on your speech. So it was an eye opener. Beauty is always internal, and it is always about how you make others feel. People will remember you only for how you make them feel, right? Right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can we have the timers report?
Speakers, Toastmaster Vidya Ramnas took 4 minutes 50 seconds only instead of 5 minutes 7 minutes. Mohammed Abrar took 6 minutes 15 seconds.
Thank you. Moving on with the theme. The next activity is exercise. I must say that I am not an ardent lover of exercising. And if I say that I do this every day, I'll be lying. I don't do that every day, but everybody must do exercise every day. Because it gives a mental clarity, it energizes us. Toastmaster Ashik will be doing exercising regularly, right?
In his dreams.
Visualize it out. Okay. So whenever I have exercised, I feel happy hormones. That is for sure. Happy hormones are there throughout the whole day, but somehow I don't get that. Yeah, I don't know. Now we'll do a set of 3 exercises. Nobody needs to get up, and nobody has neck problems, right?
No.
Okay. So we'll do. So we're going ahead with neck stretches. So first you have to sit straight. And you have to, what do you have to do? Shoulders relaxed. Shoulders flexed. Tilt your neck to the right. Right. Try to touch your ear on the shoulder. Try to bring your head straight to the other direction. Let's do this 5 times. 1, straight, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that will be enough.
Enough for the week.
Enough for the week. So every time I say do an exercise, nobody needs to close their eyes. I know for the previous activities we have closed our eyes. We don't need to close our eyes. You have to keep your eyes open. Neck rotation. One more. Neck rotation. Left, right. Left. Left, right. Okay, then what do you call it? Whatever. Like this. Yeah. Okay, what do you want to do? Rotation or this left, right? Both. Do rotation, Nisha. This division director, rotate. And the other and in the other direction now also. Oh, you're sleeping. Who is sleeping here? Okay. Madi, enough. Now, moving on. we have, so thank you everybody to participate in this neck rotation and whatever activity. I hope everybody's neck is all right. Yeah. Next session is education slot. So this is going to be done by a person, sir, who's going to emanate energy every time he.
I am all of you. Ah, okay, wonderful, wonderful. He came. Okay, 10. Fellow Toastmasters and the guests, we joined Toastmasters to start speaking. But then after some time, we find it difficult to stop speaking. And that is where all these different cards are required. And today I have an additional sword of Damocles hanging over my head. Sajida mentioned that I have to stop at 14 minutes, otherwise, it's going to be a danger. The session today is about contests. Now, let me answer some basic questions about contests, and hopefully we'll have time for maybe one or two questions at the end from you. So what are these contests? It is a Toastmasters tradition. Every year we have different categories of contests. This year, for our district, which is District 121, we have 3 different contests that is going to happen. One is evaluation, one is table topics or impromptu speeches, and the third is international or prepared speech contest. Now, generally, all these contests happen in the second half of our academic year. Our academic year is from July to June. Typically, it happens in the second half, starting January. But this year, again, our district has decided that we want a little bit more tension for the office bearers, for the district officers. So we will have part of these contests happening in the month of September. So this year we will have evaluation and table topics contests happening for the club and area level in September-October time frame. International speech is going to happen in the second half, so I'm not going to mention anything about international or prepared speech. Our focus today will be on how to prepare for the evaluation and table topic speech contest. The other question that comes up is who can participate in these contests? For evaluation and table topics, which is impromptu speech competition, any paid member of a club can participate. There is no other criteria. Whereas for international speech contest, you need to have completed certain levels from the Pathways Educational Program. So I request all of you sitting here, whether you are a member of this club or any other club, to come forward and participate. Yes, obviously there are some exceptions, like Dilip cannot participate. He participated enough for the last 2-3 years. So this year they decided, no, Dilip, you are staying away.
This 2 contests like good standing is not required.
What is that?
Good standing member of a good standing club.
It's a paid member.
Paid member.
Yeah, of good standing.
Good standing club. Yeah, of course. Yeah, paid member of a club. Yeah, of course. Okay. So why should you contest? Why should you take part in a contest, especially for the new members? Now, I was listening to a speaker. His name is Jim Quick. Heard about him? Yes. So he had a different take. Normally we say practice makes perfect, right? And there is another variant of that which says practice or perfect practice makes perfect. He had a different variant. He said practice makes progress. In Toastmasters, every role that we take, every speech that we give is basically progress. And if you or when you participate in a contest, the progress is accelerated. We have so many examples. Today is definitely not the time to give you examples on how fast people have progressed, how much progress people have achieved in this 3 to 4 month window from starting with the competition at the club level going up to the district level. Evaluation and table topics contest starts at the club level, goes to area, division, and ends at the district level. International speech contest goes beyond that. It goes up to World Championship of Public Speaking. And for all the ladies out here, last year and this year, the top 3 winners at the World Championship of Public Speaking has been ladies, all 3 places. So you have an opportunity next year also. By all means, come forward. So now let's quickly look at evaluation and table topics contest on how it is conducted. Evaluation contest, we'll start with that. We will have one test speaker. Let's say there are 10 participants or contestants for the evaluation speech contest. All 10 of them will be in the room. There will be one test speaker who will give a 5 to 7-minute speech. You will be given 5 minutes preparation time, and then all the contestants will be taken. Be a panel of judges under the guidance of a chief judge. They will be evaluating your performance based on a judging criteria. So judging criteria for evaluation speech contest is how good is your analytical quality, 40% marks. Your recommendations for the speaker, whether it is specific, whether it is positive, whether it is helpful for the speaker, carries 30% marks. 15% marks for the way you conduct your evaluation, whether it was sympathetic with the speaker, whether it was motivational, and the last 15% marks is for summation. Normally, what we have seen, especially at the club level and area level, people who are competing, they don't focus on this recommendation and they don't manage the time very well, so that they don't get time to do the conclusion at the end. So whenever you are participating, think about all these points. Think about a structure beforehand, what you want to follow. Any structure is good enough. If you talk to an HR person, they will say comment, recommend, comment, or you could use the pose technique, start with the positive, go through the objectives, give suggestions for improvement, and stop with an encouragement and a summary. So that could be possible. Any structure which you are comfortable with, think about it beforehand, prepare beforehand, and come with that structure in mind so that you can fill in the gaps and you can finish the evaluation in the 2 to 3 minute window as per the judging guidelines that are available. Okay. Hope that is clear regarding the evaluation speech contest. Use the club experience to gain more exposure and experience on evaluation and table topics. So this is evaluation. Any questions regarding evaluation contest? Okay, everything understood? Yes, Dilip.
No, one additional point maybe on the references to a different speaker or
You cannot, no, because you will not be listening to the previous speaker in these two contests.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so what he is mentioning is that in the normal contest guideline, the avenues for a protest is available. So if somebody's speech is not original, if somebody makes a reference to a previous speaker or content from the previous speaker, then you can protest. That is not applicable for evaluation and table topics, because when you are coming in to speak as a contestant, you would not have heard the previous speakers. You will be standing somewhere outside in a silent room, and then you will come in, deliver your speech. After that, whether you hear or not is not going to be of any particular use. Now, let's get into table topics. Yes, Abra.
How important is the way of delivery? For example, I just sit there and I critically analyze the speech, like all parameters, 40, 30, everything. But I just sit there and just say without any usual Toastmasters techniques, way of presentation, body language and everything. Does this affect my marks?
Okay, so in evaluation, what we have seen is that people generally tend to use a lectern, or at least use the paper or keep the paper. The notes that you take is handed over back to you when you come on stage. You can actually hold it in your hand and then refer to it while you are delivering the evaluation. So if you look at the judging criteria, body language is not a criteria. Okay, it is purely analytical quality, recommendations, the way, the manner in which you deliver the evaluation, and the 15% is for the summarization. Physical, body language, vocal variety and all does not appear in the judging criteria, but if you can use that, that will be great. Okay, you will get marks in the manner in which you present. So that's the evaluation bit. Table topics. In evaluation, we had one test speaker. In table topics, we will have one topic. Everybody, all the contestants in a contest will be speaking on one topic, which is selected by the contest chair. So there will be other role players like the chief judge and the contest chair. The contest chair will come up with a topic which will be of generic in nature. And once the initial rules and everything is mentioned, all the 10, or if there are 10 contestants, 9 contestants will be taken out into a silent room. The first contestant will be here. they will do the audio video check, and then the contest chair will announce the topic twice. So if it is Safir Aziz, the topic is whether, let me think about the topic, a self-made business or a good paying job, which one would you prefer and why? Okay, let's say that's a topic. So the contest chair will introduce the speaker as Toastmaster Safir, your topic is a self-made business or a good paying job, which one would you prefer and why? A self-made business or a good paying job, which one would you prefer and why? Toastmaster Safir. That's it. And then it is your time to speak. Okay, you can wait for 5 seconds, you can wait for 10 seconds, but don't wait for 2 minutes, because the judges will mark you down. You will get, there is no official preparation time, so you can start off as soon as the contest chair finishes, but use that next 2 minutes to deliver a proper speech about the topic or tackling what the question that has been asked of you.
Will it be the same topic
for all 10 in this club contest? In different contests there will be different topics obviously, but the judges' comparison between these 10 speakers will be how they tackle this particular topic. Okay? Yes? No, it's not mentioned anywhere. There is no Toastmasters rule saying that 30 seconds is allowed and 10 seconds is allowed. No, there is no preparation time. In fact, I have seen people, table topics contestants, who wait for the contest chair to utter that last syllable and immediately start off, because they think that they will get an advantage from the judges. Okay, so there is no official waiting time for 30 seconds or 10 seconds. 2 minutes from the start, from the time you start speaking, from your first verbal or non-verbal communication with the audience, and the evaluation is also the same. Okay, now what is the judging criteria for table topics? 55% marks is for the content, 30% marks is for the delivery, 15% marks is for language, 15% between appropriateness and the pronunciation grammar, so 15% for the language, 30% is for the physical and vocal. So whether you use the stage, whether you use the voice modulation, all of that carries total of 30% marks. 55% marks is for the overall content, of which 30% is for your speech structure. Your opening body, conclusion, your transitions, all of that carries 30% marks. 25% marks is for how the effectiveness, how effective were you in transmitting the idea that you had. Okay, so this is the judging criteria. Always again have a structure. Whatever a structure is comfortable, you are comfortable with, whatever structure makes sense for that particular topic. How can you prepare for that? Again, use the club opportunity, the opportunity that you get at the club level. You ask your family members to throw topics at you so that you can start speaking about it for 2 minutes. Prepare as much as you can and then come and participate in the club contest. Is there any chance for freshers against the so-called veterans? Yes, there is. We have seen so many cases where freshers 2 months into Toastmasters, 3 months into Toastmasters come in and go on to win even up to the division and district levels. The topic that I just mentioned, the self-made business or a good paying job, which one would you prefer and why? The reason why I remember this is because a fresh Toastmaster won at the division contest talking about this topic. I don't know whether you remember, it was in Sharjah. It was in Sharjah. Okay, so this was a contest, and for 1 minute and 50 seconds, he spoke about the benefits of a self-made business. Gave all the advantages of a self-made business, and he concluded saying, "Please don't tell my boss about it." Okay, so probably that carried weight, and the judges got carried away, and he spoke well, obviously, but he won the contest because of that. And I remember even after 15 years now. So table topics contest. Anybody can participate. A paid member of a club in good standing can participate. I request all of you to participate in this contest. You will see acceleration in your progress. I wish you all the best. Red card is shown. 14 minutes, 38 seconds. Okay, I am saved from the sword. Any questions, I'll take it during the break or after the meeting. Back to
So that was ready, set, contest. And that was decades of experience and knowledge oozing, right? Thank you. Thank you, distinguished Toastmasters Abhilasha. Next up, we have. I got introduced to Toastmasters by my husband. He was taken as a guest to one of the meetings by Toastmaster Jasira. So when my husband came back home, he said, there was this one speaker. He was an HR guy from Next. You should hear him speak. Oh, nice. Then when I went to EKM Club, I told them I'm torn between joining ATK or EK. They said, you had that person there. He speaks so well. Now, when I have joined my club, I know why he is so famous. There is no one thing that he can't do. You ask him anything, he does it. He has all the answers. Recently, one of his friends came here. You were not there. He delivered a speech and he gave him a title, Mr. Kohinoor. So let's welcome Mr. Kohinoor, Toastmaster Dilip Choipalli.
Speakers would
Abhilasha, thank you. Enough of roasting for today, I guess. Friends, it's actually difficult to stand in this position when somebody has so clearly explained to you how to attack a table topic and then come up with a set of two table topics and make you participate. So I take this as a big privilege to be the table topics master for today evening. Like the education session speaker was saying, table topics is also a speech. It's just that it is tightly packed into 2 minutes. So always try to bring in an opening, a body, and a conclusion to it, because at the end of the day, the judgment is going to be based on all this. With that, once again, a warm good evening to everyone. Let me move on to the table topics. Now, this is with a little twist. Usually, I have to announce the topic in a club scenario. I have to announce the topic, call a volunteer, asking their comfortness for the topic. But then, since we are all heading towards a contest, I would like to keep the suspense. I would like to call a volunteer, then give the topic. Now, today follows a little structure. I am putting a little spanner towards it, saying you can or you must use a word or you should not use a word. And this is not the word of the day. So let's gauge how all of you will perform the table topics today with a little if and but condition towards it. Alright? So for the first topic, can I call Toastmaster Riaz? Before I move into the topic, the criteria is you have to use the word patience. You have to use the word patience in your 2 minutes. Okay? For Toastmaster Riaz, for every minute of anger, you lose 60 seconds of your life. For every minute of anger, you lose 60 seconds of your life, Toastmaster Riaz.
It brings back to me one particular scenario that I encounter in my life very often. That is something that I really don't like, driving. A few reasons. One, I don't enjoy that. Second, it takes a lot of concentration. And third, I cannot actually look into the things that I really like when I drive. But fortunately or unfortunately, my job or the kind of business that I do requires me to travel almost 6 days in a week. Every single time that I hit the road, it always tests my patience. I remember one story that MJ sir has shared over here, which has tested his patience when somebody was honking from behind, and I just hate it. And every single time, I will try to give a piece of my mind. But then later on, I have realized when I get angry, when I lose patience, what exactly happening? I'm not damaging the other person, rather, I'm damaging myself. As you rightly said, everyone in fact, 1 minute of anger is actually taking up 60 seconds of my life. Because when I burst out of the anger, the person next to me or the person who is in the receiving end lose nothing. Maybe he might not even listen to me, but that will take a lot of my good time that I would actually have with my family or friends. It will actually spoil the entire mood of the day, and it will even affect the decisions that I make. So for the Toastmasters, we all have our own situation where we actually just get out of our patient zone and get into the TMOD zone, I would say. Always ensure that we take a few seconds between the incident and the reaction so that we can give more by saving more.
Thank you. Enough and more to say with the conditioned patients. Alright. For the next topic, can I invite Toastmaster Ashik? Now the condition for you is don't use the word power. Don't use the word power. Toastmaster Ashik, would you like to be known as a person of wealth or a person of value? Would you like to be known as a person of wealth or a person of value, Toastmaster Ashik?
Thank you, Toastmaster Dilip, for the wonderful topic. I have to compare here between power, value and wealth. That is not counted. And see, wealth, this is saying if you lose money, you lose nothing in life. If you lose health, you lose something. And if you lose character, you lose everything. So coming to the details, let's put health aside because we are not talking about that here. Now coming to your money and character. Character can be translated to values. So if you go by the power, then obviously, if you lose money, what happens? Again, you can make it. If you lose your character, then maybe you can make it, but it's very difficult. Comparatively, it's impossible, I would say. So if you look at it that way, definitely the comparison between value and wealth, I would go for value because you never know how long you are going to be here, and by the time you may not be able to rebuild what you lost. So over to you. I prefer value always.
Thank you. More power to you, I would say. For the next topic, I would like to invite guest Adi.
I'm not a Toastmaster yet, that's why I was.
That's okay. Guests are more than welcome to participate. Alright, so condition for you, you have to use the word excited or exciting. Excited or exciting. Guest Adi, what is one thing that you learned during the last 1 year? What is one thing that you learned during the last 1 year? Guest Adi.
Okay, last year was a very significant year for me because till then I was trying to get a government job. For 5 or 6 years I've been trying to get a government job. So last year is when I started to introspect whether this is what I wanted. And when I tried to search for other options like an MBA or further some PG courses, the aspect of MBA was the most exciting thing I could think of. And that's when I started researching where should I actually go to study. So I didn't actually go to the topmost schools because I could have tried for maybe IIM or something. But what I did was I go to the rank 10th school because I know I didn't have to keep my expectations so high just to not to let myself down. So basically, yeah, that was the exciting part of my what happened last week. Thank you.
Adi for exciting sharing. You have to use the word interesting. You have to use the word interesting. Toastmaster Sherry, did you say no to anything recently? If yes, what and why? Did you say no to anything recently? If yes, what and why? Toastmaster Sherry.
That's an interesting topic. Last day, my friend called me to ask for my car because he take his family to a place in Italy. But for that, I had to say no because of my family concern. I have to take my family for another program of mine. So, in lot, like, this kind of occasions come very frequently that I have to say no or I will stay away from saying yes for many things, even some call of my like my colleagues also, friends also, so that for example, whether you come for a film. Yeah, I couldn't resist, but I have to say no because of family concerns. So, anyways, maybe you feel interesting why I am saying no. I have to be at home because my wife used to call me, please come and babysit. So, so very interesting thing. I need to share, but I have, the time doesn't permit, so I need to stop. Thank you.
Interesting but well not taught. Family stays first. Thank you, Sherry, for that great take. For the next topic, may I invite Toastmaster Hari. Don't use the word criteria. And you are free to use the word of the day page anytime, anywhere, any speaker. So don't use the word criteria, particularly for this table topics. Toastmaster Hari, what is one thing that stands between you and success? What is one thing that stands between you and success? Toastmaster Hari.
Okay, thank you. Hello everyone. It's kind of funny. So one of the affirmations that I was trying to write about myself was that I am an assertive person. And another question that I wanted to ask everybody regarding this also was how strongly do you have to believe in that? Because every time I try to say that, I know that I'm not, although I want to be, but that's the direction that I want to go. Now the reason why I bring this up is because I think one of the things that I gauge that sort of stops me from being the success that I hope to be is being assertive. And that's very, it's kind of funny again that if I were assertive, I would not be here right now. Because a couple of my friends asked me to come over and I was like, I just needed some time for myself. But this is something that I'm hoping to build on and hopefully over the coming couple of weeks I'll be able to again maybe going back to saying no. That would be something that would really help me. Yeah, I think that's it. Thank you so much for
Thank you, Toastmaster Hari. Nisha had a grin on her face saying when you said that you have not been assertive enough, at least for today. All right, one more topic. Yeah. So for this topic, I will invite Toastmaster Hari. You have to use the word clarity. Toastmaster Arvind, perfect in first attempt or iterative improvement? Perfect in first attempt or iterative improvement? Toastmaster Arvind.
Fellow Toastmasters, my favorite quote is continuous improvement is always better than delayed perfection. So, the clarity which I got from this quote is immense. Whenever I do something, I always think about it. You want to learn or you want to do it perfectly? in a delight time. I'll give you an example. Whenever I get an instruction from my wife, it gives me immense clarity. Why are you laughing? Don't laugh. Because I don't fail in my business, I don't fail in my other organizational duties, but I am really scared to get instructions from wife. So always I think I should have done clarity while I talk to my wife. She always say, buy these things. So nowadays it's WhatsApp. You can't say you have forgot. So I just see the update in the WhatsApp and I buy it. She said you have to wait the kid on this time. So I won't forget it. So whatever I get the instruction from her, so I have 100% clarity. Again, something was actually discussing about the success, no? My success is I am an obedient husband. I don't have any headaches at home. I'm peacefully working. I'm successful, always successful in my activities. So once again, moving forward, what I have understood from the topic is the word clarity. So if don't mistake me for what I have spoken, because I'm too much focused on my wife. Thank you.
I know someone's wife will be saying that the headache is not for Toastmasters. Alright, all good things have to come to an end, so that is applicable to table topics as well for today. But I just have one snippet of information for all of you about the topics. For every minute of anger, you lose 60 seconds of your life was my club contest topic in 2020 March. Would you like to be known as a person of wealth or a person of value was the division table topics contest at Highway Gardens in Kochi 2020 February. What is one thing that you've learned during the last year was a district finals topic at Bangalore 2022. What is one thing that stands between you and success was one of the area contest topics for area G1. Did you say no recently to anybody? If yes, what and why was again a club contest topic in 2022. And first attempt versus accuracy improvement was again a area contest topic. I don't remember which year it was, but that's again an area contest topic. So if this gives you some enlightenment in terms of how the topics would be for a club or an area or a division contest, I'm more than happy with that. Back to you, Toastmaster.
So that was Mr. Kohinoor. He's named apt, right? Right?
Yes.
Can we have the timers report?
For the table topic, speakers, Riyaz took 2 minutes 14 seconds, Ashik took 1 minute 35 seconds, Aati 1 minute 3 seconds, Shari 1 minute 32 seconds, Hari 1 minute 14 seconds, and Aravind 2 minutes 9 seconds. And table topic master took 16 minutes 45 seconds.
Thank you. Moving on with the theme. So save us. What was S?
Silence.
A?
Affirmation.
B?
Visualization.
E?
Exercise.
Now comes R for reading. Reading is something that helps us gain new perspectives. It enlightens us. I love to read self-help books. We must always try to read something that motivates us, is what I feel. Okay. I have sent a small passage sort of thing on our group for IMK Kochi. I've sent in the group. Can everybody take out your phones and look into that message? We'll read that together.
Every day.
Yes, last message of our group. IMK you received, right? Okay. Can we read that together?
Yes.
You want to repeat after me or we'll read it together? Every day is a new opportunity to become the person you have always wanted to be. Personal growth isn't about achieving perfection, it's about making progress. Each morning, you have the chance to set the tone for your day closer to your goals. Whether it's through meditation, affirmations, or simply reading something uplifting, these small steps accumulate over time, transforming your lives in a way that you never imagined. Remember, the path to success is paved with daily routines that empower you to be your best self. So, when it comes to reading, I'm not telling you to read a book in a day or something. People will feel that I don't have time for reading. I don't have I have a very hectic schedule. But then, if you take out just 2 minutes to read something like this, it will definitely make a change. So, try to inculcate this habit of reading. It really helps. It can transform you. Okay. Next up, we have an evaluation session coming. Evaluation session is going to be led by a person who has done her engineering from CET. Then she did her MBA from CUSAT. She is the Assistant Commissioner of Customs. She has been a champion speaker. She doesn't say no. No is not a word for her, for the duties that you give her. She is a very fiery Toastmaster. Let's put on our hands together for distinguished Toastmaster Beena Vas.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhilasha, for that beautiful introduction. You have gauged me well. Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. General evaluation session is a gauge we use to gauge how the meeting went. Now, for me, if you ask, this is a session that you will find only in Toastmasters, because we believe that we do not wait for delayed perfection. We have instant feedbacks so that you get better every day. Now, let me tell you how this session is for me. Just imagine a rock. It can be in the hands of all of you. And after some time, it can be turned into most beautiful of the sculptures. How does that happen? You take the rock and chip off all the things that is not necessary. And then you accentuate all the things that are required. And look, a beautiful sculpture is formed. So that the evaluation session is the sculptor of a beautiful meeting, because we are in our journey for continuous improvement and on the journey to become better communicators and leaders. So before I move on to my duty as generally evaluating the meeting, let me call the evaluators. For the speech delivered by Toastmaster Vidya, Beauty and the Brains, can I have Toastmaster Subin Paul? Sibin. Okay, I wanted to.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Beauty and the brains. Beauty and the brain. That was the topic by my speaker, Toastmaster Vidya. It was a level 1 project, level 1 and project 2, speech with a purpose. The way she connected between beauty and the brain is excellent. But the content of the message was how you use your beauty intelligently. So that was the takeaway message. The speech was structured well, and she started the speech along with connecting what the TMOD was speaking till then. Visualization. So she started with how she visualized their speech today, and also asked questions to the audience to get the attention of the audience. So the opening the content and the structure everything was brilliant. Now coming into the explaining part or the main body of the thing, she explained the beauty in the way that it includes sympathy, empathy, kindness, and wisdom and everything. The speech had very good clarity, and she has a reasonable eye contact with the audience, and she has used the stage well. So now coming to the improvement, the areas of improvement, you could have used vocal variety a little better, and more importantly, the time usage. So you have, as per the timer, the time you used was 4 minutes and 50 seconds. And to qualify the speech in a Toastmaster, you need to complete at least 5 minutes. So you have prepared the speech in a little better, and you have practiced it using the timer, and that will help you to achieve the minimum time frame. And also, I think you have the first version of your written speech. Oh, sorry, first version of your written speech.
Yeah. I think maybe third version.
So I felt it that way. So refinement could have been done a little more improvement. And the last thing, you will use little bit of personal message, personal experiences. How you faced any situation or any personal experience you had in your career or in your personal life could have been included. So it would have been enhanced the quality of the speech. So overall, it was a good speech. But if you could focus on these areas, time and a little bit of improvement, and again, I think to try to include a personal experience and try to bring little bit of vocal variety. So overall, all the best. Would have been enhanced the qualities much better. Thank you and over to you.
Toastmasters, let's give a big round of applause to this precise evaluation that Toastmasters Sibin gave. And to the speaker, usually when we prepare a 5 to 7 minute speech, we go to 7 to 700 words. Just have a word check, and then when you face it, because you had more than 1 minute remaining in your speech, 1 to 1.5 minutes, so we could have used that well, because in Toastmasters we believe that we take advantage of every minute or every second that we spend here. Now, coming on to the next speech, if Dilip C. Choipalli was the word of the day, he would have been the person who used the word of the day most. But unfortunately, the speech was about mentoring, and the evaluator is Toastmaster Jessica. Jessica will evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Abraham.
Toastmaster dinner, 16th Toastmaster dinner. Today I have to gauge and evaluate my speaker's speech. My speaker was attempting level 2, project 3. How Toastmasters envision mentoring, and he was, as a protégé, he was telling us about his experiences. My speaker started with a question and arrested the attention of all the people, all the audience here. It's well done. We all were thinking about how a map can be compared to a mentor. He shared his experiences with his mentor, lots of positive aspects about his mentor and mentoring, and as a mentee. There were many personal anecdotes. He shared everything with us. Proper eye contact was there, proper body language. He used the stage fully. The vocal variety was excellent. There was high pitch and low pitch. The speech was very creative and interesting. The intro, there was body, there was conclusion. The introduction was very good. As I said, he arrested our attention. It was very, very strong too. The conclusion was also equally strong. He moved about the stage very much, utilized the space very completely, and the speech was very effective in terms of with regard to his topic, that is mentoring. I would like to give you some suggestions. There was a beautiful introduction, beautiful conclusion, but I would request you to make some improvements on the flow of the body. That is, the flow was a little missing. The body was not very well structured. I feel that he spoke about his experiences with his mentor, but it should have been a little more organized and orderly. The anecdotes are all, it was all there, but it was lying very scattered. And no connection, we could not feel any connection with each other whatsoever. I would request you to work on this aspect only. Please work on it about structuring the body. Rest everything was very good. I wish you all the very best for your next speech.
Those Master Abhilasha, I love the way you positioned yourself when you say MENT4R. And just because of that, I think we are going to remember that acronym for a long time. Let's give a big round of applause to the beautiful evaluation. Now it is time for the reports. Can I call my friend, distinguished Toastmaster Sajida Sebastian, to give the time taken by the evaluators.
Toastmaster Civil Paul took 2 minutes 41 seconds and Jacinda took 2 minutes 32 seconds.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sajida. Distinguished Toastmaster Sajida. Now, can we have the R-Counters report, please? Toastmaster Achama. Thank you.
I think today was a tough job because everybody was very articulated speech and the whole scenario was different since I joined over here. Today's starting with our marvelous, I will say, Abhilasha, okay, and everybody's Kohinoor, Dilip. It was difficult for me to judge him, I think. So I was very keen, to find out some mistake. So let me start with him. For Dilip, I could hardly find anything, and it was 2 times he used so. And for Jasira, you have avoided all the filler words, but you used consistent and beautiful repeatedly. And Abhilasha also the same way, like our Kohinoor performed very well, and with very keen observation helped me to find out that she used one time. And then for Sipping, like comparatively it was better than every time, and only one and 2 times so, and repetition of ask. And Sajida, TM Sajida, it was 1 time and was 3 times, and so 1 time. And TM Visha, it was so 1 time. And TM Vidya, it was 1 time, and so 3 times, and a short pause, and 3 short pauses. And for Abrar again, it was 1 hour. Like everybody praising his speech was terrific today. And 1 so. Then TM Safir, it was 1 so and a short pause. And okay, I don't know whether you can use it as, I have to count it. Should I can gauge it as a filler word? He used it 2 to 3 times, otherwise it was everything okay. For Riyaz, there was nothing. For TM Ashik, it was 1 time and so 1 time. And guest Andy, it was 1 time and so also used 1 time. Good explanation. And for Sherry, 1 time and so 1 time, and but 1 time, okay, and you used and also 1 time. And for Harry, was 3 times, was 1 time, and but he used 1 time. And for Aravind, it was he used so for 4 times, and for TM Veena, he used so for 3 times. That's it.
Quite an exhaustive report of an account.
Sorry, General Evaluator, I have a question. Is it a problem to you, like those kind of sounds I can understand about accounting? So is it a problem to use
No,
it once?
sometimes we use so as a filler word. There is a difference. When you connect 2 sentences, when you tell that 1 sentence is there, so it is like that, it's okay. But I think my clutch word is So I use so. I
Mine
tried it,
also.
but now it is much better, I think.
So.
I'm better at using source. Okay, now the report that we are all waiting. There is somebody who has had her ears all through the time, even when Toastmaster Abhilasha, the TMOD, asked us to close the eyes and scan the body. I could see her busy writing. And that is Toastmaster Nisha as the grammarian. Can I
How do you saw it?
I was generally valuable. I was also valuable. So as TM Achama, as she has already mentioned, today's meeting was an exemplary one. We had so many silver tongue speakers and table topic speakers, and everyone was so eloquent that I was carried away, and in between I was not able to find out those good words and not so good words. Still, thank you, ma'am. So I'll start with our TMOD Abhilasha. She used the word frowning, chaotic, tantrum, console, go-getter, immaculate, accomplishment. TM Abrar used the word navigate, then the words mentor as motivator, encourager, navigator, transformer, organizer, and role model. And the word newbie. TM Vidya used the word sneak peek, perceive, sympathy. TM Riyaz has used the word honking, then the phrase testing patience, peace of mind, then grin and fearing. And few other words which I could note was happy hormones, iterative improvement, vivacious, snippet of information. And I just wanted to just clarify on the word little spanner or something which was used by the spanner word which you had used was good, but I was not able to
throw a spanner.
throw a spanner.
Create an additional condition.
So that was one more usage which was good. The word gauge was very well used, around 12 to 15 times. You see, at the end I was not able to count much, but around 15 times it was used. So that's about it. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Nisha, for that grammarian's report. Now, timer, may I know when the meeting started and how are we placed on time?
Thank you, General Evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Veena. So the speakers and the topic already mentioned. Meeting started at on time today, 6:45. And President took 7 minutes for the introduction. Toastmaster today took 6 minutes for the introduction, and then she took many times. Our counter for the report 2 minutes 59 seconds, and Wordmaster and Grammarian took 2 minutes 8 seconds. General Evaluator just started before intro, she took 1 minute 15 seconds. And for the education session, distinguished Toastmaster Safir took 14 minutes 49 seconds. Secretary took 1 minute 52 seconds. Induction ceremony, Toastmaster Shari took 6 minutes 17 seconds.
Yes. Thank you. We are on time now. We are on time, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now going for the general evaluation of the entire meeting. The meeting started on time with Toastmaster Dilip Chorpally as the surgeon at arms. What happens when Dilip Chorpally is the surgeon at arms? He does not miss anything of the surgeon at arms. He set the tone of the meeting in a ella and an enthusiasm. Let's give a big round of applause. Then came the president with a beautiful and inspirational presidential address. was it about? Success and what success needs. She had a lot of snippets, what do you call, gems embedded in her speech. And she ended by telling that be consistent in your efforts to success or to succeed, because patience is also a key to success. So what are we waiting for? Let's give a big round of applause. Inspirational address. I'll come to the Toastmaster of the day at the end. The founder Toastmaster Achama, Timer Distinguished Toastmaster Sarita Sebastian, and grammarian Toastmaster Nisha did explain their roles concise and precise manner, and their reports were also exhaustive. There was no doubt as to what they are going to do. A big round of applause for. Again comes the, what do you call, the second role, what do you call that? Double role of Dilip Joypally as the table topic master. And this time he threw a spanner, he had a twist, and whenever we do something like that, this turns out to be really challenging, right? And we all need challenges to make us be better. This is a interesting table topic session, and a big round of applause for Now coming on to the Toastmaster of the day. No, I did not forget the training session. I will come to it later. Toastmaster of the day, Abhilasha. I always feel that the Toastmaster is the thread that holds together the entire meeting. Or maybe like a relay race. You know what happens when you are in a relay? When you pass the baton to the other person, it has to be with the same energy so that the other person takes the baton and pushes forward. So her duty is most difficult because she has to see to it that the meeting carries the energy throughout the end of the meeting. And did she do her role well?
Yes.
Now, whenever I am asked to be the TMOD, I break my head on ideas because I always would want a session where it is interactive. There are some activities, there are something that will make you think. And in that way, she did a brilliant role. She gauged what was needed in advanced Toastmasters, and she selected a theme. And when this meeting end and we go, there is a lot of takeaway. So what is it that you say when you go out of this meeting? We are all savers when we go out of our meeting, right? A big round of applause. You put all the beautiful flowers together and handed us a beautiful garland. Big round of applause. Now let me come to what I loved about the meeting, or that is something that has touched my heart. Reading of the meeting of minutes. Usually clubs don't do it because now we send it over WhatsApp, and when we suggest this in club, sometimes we get the question like it's already shared in the WhatsApp, so why do you need to read the minutes? But no, it is always nice to listen to somebody giving an excerpt about what happened in the last meeting, right? Toastmaster Abhilasha. Introduction of the guest. And not only that, when we walked into the meeting, we are from Toastmasters, from other clubs. Did you feel alienated? No, right? There was a warmth in the atmosphere, and everybody was jumping and talking to us and making us feel comfortable, except for ETM Toastmasters. And that is something that you should keep doing, because I feel that is the main thing this club has. Whenever a guest comes, you say to it that they are comfortable, and there is a lot of chit chat and tea, so that we instantly feel at ease. Then Induction of the members was done in an impressive way. I really loved Toastmaster VP membership sharing for that amazing job. And the meeting was interesting and interactive. And like our Ramsey said, his famous quote, which nobody can ever forget, is
We learn in the moment.
we learn best in the moments of enjoyment, and I know that we have learned best today. The educational session in any club. I love the way the topic was selected and the presenter. Who else, other than distinguished Toastmaster Safir Aziz, the district CJ, to tell us to prepare for the contest? What should be done to prepare for the contest? Who can attempt a contest? I am sure that IIMK Toastmasters would have benefited from that session, right? At least the people here know that there is a contest coming and things like that. But he would have definitely inspired you. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 contestants from IIMK for the table topic and evaluation session. I think. And a round of applause to distinguished Toastmaster Safir Aziz for meticulously handling the session. What could I have done better? When Abhilasha told me to close my eyes, I did not. I did not close my mind. I was quizzically looking at what could be told as an improvement, because I'm a general evaluator and I could not find anything. And at last I found one. The induction session. Usually what we do is we read out a bio of the Toastmasters before they are called on to stage. So that was the only thing. The rest, everything was done perfectly. So I'm just doing that. I wanted something to tell as a general evaluator. Otherwise, this is such an amazing meeting I have attended. I usually miss ATK sessions because today is the day I have my dance class, and no way I can be here later than 8. So whenever they call, I am not able to come. But today I made a choice between my dance class and ATK, and I chose ATK, and I found out that how good a meeting could be. Thank you so much for inviting me and giving me the evaluation. And over to you, Toastmaster today.
A big round of applause. She couldn't find anything. She couldn't find just that induction. You were doing too good, alle. So, savers, the last thing is scribing or journaling. That can be done. It is something that helps us to organize our thoughts. Writing, if we have too much on our mind, just need to write it down. And then we have, okay, that's written down. Now we just need to work on it. Scribing can be done in many ways. Today, we'll do a small exercise of gratitude journaling. Write at least 3 things that you're grateful for in your life, fast. Or you can even think, I'll just ask you. Can be anything, like being present here, your hands, your legs, the ability to breathe, anything. Done, done? Done?
Yes.
So who wants to share first? Abrar? Yeah. What are you grateful for? You can tell.
Three things most are grateful for is the home living, the food to eat, and definitely daily months.
Ooh. ATK. Nisha, yeah.
I'm grateful for my mom being healthy, for having had an amazing father, which not a lot of people have the luck to, and for all the exposure that I've been getting in the last 3 months.
Yes.
Thankful for whatever I have been, wherever I have been in life. thankful for the children that I have, thankful for the fellow Toastmasters.
Who wants to go next? Ma'am? Grateful for?
I'm thankful for every blessing, whatever blessing I have in my life.
Okay. Anybody wants to share anything specific? Deepak, you want to share anything? Toastmaster Deepak?
The three gems of my life, my parents, my wife, and my son. So,
Toastmaster?
I'm grateful for what I am now, personally. And I'm grateful for having a wonderful family. I'm grateful for the present job profile I have.
So that was SAVERS. SAVERS stands for?
Silence,
affirmation,
visualization, exercise, reading, and
Scribing, yeah. So try to start your day with this. Just 1 minute for each will do. It will help a lot. Try it.
1 minute exercise.
Yeah, 1 minute exercise like something like this or like this.
for 1 minute.
Yeah, plan for 1 minute. Okay. Let me congratulate everybody who has come here. I'm so happy that we have a lot of people here. I thank you, Matthew Jacob sir, for coming in spite of not being well rested. For Toastmaster Riaz for coming in spite of not feeling well rested. Toastmaster Ashik, in spite you don't have any roles you came. Toastmaster Sibin, Toastmaster Sherry, guest Toastmaster Nisha, Toastmaster Adi, Toastmaster Deepak, I forgot it. Jaseen, Toastmaster Abrar, dear distinguished Toastmaster, Division Director, Toastmaster Arvind, Toastmaster Deep, distinguished Toastmaster Beena ma'am, Toastmaster Nisha, Toastmaster Hari, Toastmaster Vidya, Toastmaster Achama, distinguished Toastmaster Sajita ma'am, Toastmaster Jasira ma'am. Thank you so much. You have been a very engaging and enthusiastic lot. I'll leave you with one quote. You can't change your life until you change something that you do daily. Okay? So try to change that. Let that change start today. Over to you. Kindly vote.
Please mark your votes. Vote is in the group. Can we have a feedback meanwhile? Can we have a feedback from one of the guests?
ഞാനല്ല Toastmaster Dilip. Who is sending the link? Toastmaster Riaz.
Yes. Please, let's hear what Nisha has to say.
Good evening, everyone. This was beautiful. It's been a few weeks since I've been pestering Hari to come for this meeting ever since we met Dilip. So our club at IMK has been dormant for the past few months. So we got in and we didn't really know what was happening. There were only 2 or 3 members, and occasionally we would have a guest. And none of us, though we were there and we paid and we were doing it every Saturday, we didn't really know what was happening. And then comes Kohinoor into our meeting. And I think he gauged the pulse as well, really well. And he started talking to us. He started encouraging us to also come for these meetings. We had our exams, so we had to take a break. But soon after, he continued showing up. He continued being there. And like a Toastmaster Abrar, I think he's possibly someone we would look up to as our initial mentor at Toastmaster. He was our initial face, I think, which kind of is pushing us to continue this journey. Coming here, seeing all of you, it was really, I loved your speech. Actually, I loved so many speeches here. It was wonderful, and I didn't know this is how a Toastmaster of the Day does their work. That was brilliant. So I think from IMK we have learned a lot, and there's It's also a bit scary because it has raised the bar so much more higher than what we were doing. So it's a bit scary, but it was very, very nice to meet all of you. So thank you so much. Yes.
Shall we have from Arvind? Have your feedback?
No, this is my second meeting in ATK. A lot of distinguished Toastmasters from here. I know Happy Jacob sir, I know so it's always fun to be back in ATK. And I'm taking Toastmasters journey very seriously. So I keep on visiting. Yesterday I was in IMK, it was a brilliant meeting yesterday. Michelle was actually having to be modest. It was an excellent meeting. But every Toastmaster meeting is an opportunity to make our meetings better. So thank you once again. And table topics, this is what exactly happens when you don't understand the question. I'm a classic example. You will not fail till the timer shows
Shows the red color.
Thank you.
And very good clarity. I think you had very good clarity on how to talk to your Thank you very much for your valuable feedbacks. Shall we have the results?
Yes, I have sent you the WhatsApp.
Please come and announce.
Yeah.
And then you give the trophies.
Yes.
Alright. And that I will ask you. So the best speaker that was like the best